gonna be out here until you cooperate.
When I go inside, would you follow me? Am I being detained?
What do you think, dude?
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. By now we all know that if the cops can come into your home, they will.
Police department, search warrant! Open the door! Get it.
And that answering the door for them and inviting them in doesn't always go so well. But what happens if your family or even roommates aren't on the same page? That's what happened with Francisco, who was having fun with his girlfriend and may have gotten a little too loud at times. His roommate was allegedly detoxing in his room and thought Francisco was banging on his door at 4:30 in the morning and called the cops. Francisco and his girl were unaware of the 911 call, so when the police arrived, he rushed to ensure the officers weren't invited in. But by the time he had gotten dressed, went to the door, and started recording, his girlfriend and roommate were already outside talking to the officers.
How far are you going to go with the conversation if I don't answer any of your questions?
I'll keep talking.
But it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like
We're gonna be out here until you cooperate.
Francisco has so far refused to answer any questions, but the officer's threat of staying out there until he cooperates is an unlawful threat. You have the right to not assist the officers with their investigation, and while a threat to simply hold someone until they talk seems superfluous, it is a violation of their Fourth Amendment rights. Engaging in actions to create the false impression of detention without a lawful basis is considered a form of coercion and an abuse of power, which is why you should always ask if you are free to go. At this point, Francisco is not arrested or even detained, but the officer has led him to believe that he is, and now finds creepy ways to spur spontaneous conversation to sidestep Francisco's reluctancy to answer the officer's inquiry.
So, I mean, we're talking to him getting his side of the story. Don't you want to
there's
tell your
his side, my side, and then there's the truth.
Okay. Well, why don't we hear your side?
The court figures out what the truth is.
Okay.
Anything I say will be used.
Can you, will be used what? Bad morning, huh?
I haven't even fallen asleep yet.
Why you been up so late, bro?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Most people can last more than 5 minutes.
So you're telling me
For like the last 2.5 hours, yeah. And then we just stopped and we were talking. And then all of a sudden she said you guys were at the door.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm not saying
I don't need you to believe me. I don't care if you don't.
2 hours? 2 hours?
Really?
Yeah,
If you don't believe me, that's up to
you.
you.
You're nothing, bro. Where are you from?
Why don't you ask when was the last time we had or how long ago? Or
I thought you didn't answer questions.
maybe you should start asking the right questions.
Oh, so
I mean, it's your job. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job.
I'm not. Hey, trust me, I don't think you could do my job.
I don't need to prove anything to you. How far along I've had sex, or if I did have sex. He has an issue. Apparently he called. When you leave, there will probably be a conversation, and then I'll probably leave. I don't play with like this. I don't talk to cops. I don't.
Probably best.
I don't. Of course it would be best. I have a head on my shoulders. I'm proper. I don't want to cause any trouble whatsoever. So you're gonna keep looking at me at a condescending look, or can I close the door and you can continue talking to them, because you're not gonna get anything from me.
I'm getting a lot from you, man.
What are you getting from me?
Just a lot of useless information.
Precisely. You figured it out.
I did.
So you're gonna keep me company, or you're gonna figure out what's going on?
Company.
So with without a warrant, when I go inside, would you follow me?
Huh?
Would you keep me company if I go back inside and close the door?
That's one way to find out, buddy.
Am I being detained?
What do you think, buddy?
You're on the clock, you're an officer, you enforce the law. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
I mean,
I need you to be an officer and not play games with me. I do that.
I mean,
you're on the clock.
you play games with you?
You're on the clock. Am I being detained, officer? I must be.
The officers leave, but the roommate calls again and a new round of officers arrive. The second group determines that the roommate was having a mental health crisis and took the man to get help. Be sure to talk with the people you live with. Make sure everyone knows what to do if the police knock on your door. And if you're unsure of how to handle it, contact a legal professional to help you with your plan. Just remember that you are not legally obligated to speak with the police, and the best way to protect yourself is to film any contact you have with them.
How far are you going to go with the conversation if I don't answer any of your questions?
I'll keep talking.
So you're going to keep looking at me at a condescending look, or can I close the door and you can continue talking to them? Because you're not going to get anything from me.
I'm getting a lot from you, man.
What are you getting from me?
Just a lot of useless information.
Precisely. You figured it out.
I did.
So you're going to keep me company, or you're going to figure out what's going on?
Company.
So with a warrant, when I go inside, would you follow me?
Huh?
Would you keep me company if I go back inside and close the door?
That's one way to find out, buddy.
Am I being detained?
Well, what do you think, buddy?
You're on the clock, you're an officer, you enforce the law. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
I mean,
I need you to be an officer and not play games with me. I do that.
I mean,
you're on the clock.
you play games with you?
You're on the clock. Am I being detained, officer? I must be.
Thanks for watching. If you have a video, use the submit link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and hit the bell for future content, and check out our other channels, Lady LackLuster and The Odd Side. Remember to like, share, and leave a comment about what you think of this interaction. It's the easiest way for you to help expose corruption and misconduct. Merchandise is available using the links below. Join the LackLuster family for just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel. Get a Lack logo next to your name, custom emotes, and early access to videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All links are down below.